Have you ever felt completely lost after getting scammed? Or maybe you logged on to Adopt Me one day and suddenly all of your pets are gone? And now you're running around anxiously not knowing what to do next? Well, not to worry. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to fully recover after being hacked or scammed in Adopt Me. And these tips work if you're starting from absolute zero or if you just got hacked of one of your favorite pets. This is my inventory after 6 months of starting over from absolutely zero, so you know these tips do work. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Before we start, I would like to announce I'm going to be doing a 200 subscribers giveaway. So none of these pictures are mine, but I will be giving away a customized family home. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, join my Roblox group, and comment down below your Roblox username and what you would like the house to look like. And also add me on Roblox if you don't have me added already. All right, good luck everybody. Now back like healing and the first steps. So first, it's okay to grieve. You're allowed to be upset because I know that losing your pets can be really hard, especially if you've worked super hard on your inventory and you don't have to pretend it's okay. And you definitely don't need to come back immediately or fix everything right away. Like for me, it took me almost 5 months to come back before I started rebuilding again. And for you, that might be shorter or longer, and that's completely okay. Just take your time. And I know I just said that you don't need to come back immediately, but tip 2 is to contact Adopt Me support as soon as possible. So here's what to do. You go to the Adopt Me official support page. I'll try to see if I can find a clip or something and put it on the screen. Then click submit a hacked/scam report that includes screenshots, trade history, like any of that stuff. And also make sure to clearly explain what happened. The more detail you include, the better. And like I said, try to report it quickly after it happens because timing matters. I'm pretty sure it's like 90 days or something before it's removed for your trade history. I made the mistake of waiting, and by the time I came back, it was already out of my trade history. But yeah, you can also just go to your trade history. Let me find a random trade. And then she didn't actually trade, was scamming, by the way. So you can just like click whatever it is and then write down what happened. Then obviously click report. So now I'm gonna go over section 2, which is to avoid getting scammed or hacked again. So tip 5 is don't rush for 2 reasons. So number 1, that can very easily lead to getting scammed because also another tip, if something seems too good to be true, then don't do it. Because if, for example, you might see someone typing in the chat like, oh, subscribe to my channel to get a free mega fly ride unicorn, I don't know. And then in their profile, they'll tell you just to log into your Roblox account and if you do that, you will for sure get hacked. So that is an example of something too good to be true. Or like another common hack, which is like, if somebody's trading you something really good and they're like, bring a friend or a sibling or something like that, do not trust them with that either. There's a bunch more, but this video would be super long if I went over it. But basically, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. And back to actually not rushing, I have a story for this. Always take your time and rebuild slowly. So this doesn't really have to do with getting scammed or hacked, but I learned this the hard way. About a month before I started my channel, I got a huge overpay and I was traded a kangaroo. And instead of thinking it through, I rushed. I traded my kangaroo for a mega chimera, which in value was a huge overpay on Albert, I believe. But in value, it was definitely a lose. And then I traded that kangaroo mega chimera for a mega cloudfish. And at the time, I was just like, oh, the sooner the better. But really, I was just downgrading a lot. And that slowed my progress. So yeah, be sure not to rush. Section 3 is going to be growing your inventory back. And don't worry, all of these are safe strategies and you won't get scammed or hacked again. So first, what you want to do is to hatch eggs. If you're just trying to get rich in general, this is also a good hack. So what you do is you hatch a bunch of eggs. It could be, I would recommend the gumball eggs since those are limited time. Though I see a lot of people tend to hate on them, but just hatch whatever egg you want. If you do happen to have VIP, I would recommend retired eggs, but like I said, it's really up to you. So what you do is so there's two options. You could either get a bunch of eggs and then trade them because people overpay for them, especially the limited time eggs or the retired eggs. And then number two, which is more efficient, which is hatching the pets and then making them neon or even mega neon and then trading them for upgrades, which is a slow method, but very stable. And you can also, when an event first comes out, you can buy them, try to make them mega neon or neon if you can. And usually every pet is peak in value the moment it comes out. Not for me. Most updates come out while I'm in school, so this is usually very hard for me, which is why I like the summer updates and stuff so much. But anyways, so try to take advantage of it. I actually have a story for this. When the Shih Tzu came out, I made it neon pretty quickly. And I got offered a mega ride kitty bat for it. Remind you, this was towards the end of the Halloween update, and it was honestly a very good offer. But then I also made a bad decision right around the same time as the kangaroo situation, and I traded the mega ride kitty bat for a very bad offer. So yeah, just another reminder that patience matters a lot. Then also you could do bulk trading. After you hatch all those eggs, you'll probably have a bunch of randoms. So what you want to do is trade around 9 randoms for a single legendary pet. And try to mix your rarities to make it seem more convincing. So don't just do like 9 common pets or like 9 poodles and dogs or something like that. Do ultra rares, all of that stuff to make your offer more appealing, which also is slow, but it helps you build value safely. But at the same time, you do need to be careful because it could be a really big lose if you trade, high in demand and value random pets. Well, there's not really any high in demand or value, but you know what I'm saying. And trading those for low value, low demand legendaries, like the kitty bat, for example, trading 9 ultra rares not the kitty bat, I'm sorry, the mochi meow. Like trading a bunch of ultra rares for the mochi meow, that would be a big lose. So just be careful of this, and value websites can help with this. So using trading sites like AMVGG, Alfred usually helps with this. I use AMVGG because there's a bunch of different options to use the values, and also you can see is mostly based on demand, which I like, which in my opinion is a lot better than just its value. And also, for some reason, on my devices, Alfred is always so laggy. So that's another reason. And be careful with happy value trades because those often lead to downgrades. So if you obviously just got scammed or hacked, I would not recommend using happy values unless you really want the pet. Then you can, obviously. And yeah, that's something I struggle with too. Not using happy values. All right. You could also do profit trading. So once you have a few recent decent legendaries, you could trade them for a ride potion or a pet handler pro certificate, or basically any Roblox item. You could say it in the chat, trading 2 decent legendaries for a pet handler pro certificate, ride potion, and then trade those for overpays. And this actually works very well because people tend to overpay for this stuff since they're always high in demand and value, which also leads to my next tip. This one's kind of a bonus tip. So if you have Robux, you could buy things like ride potions, pet handler pro certificates, and other Robux items, and yeah, get overpaid, which it's not required, but it could definitely help speed up the progress if you have them already. And then tip 12 is the food method. This one is slow, but it's safe and will not result in you underpaying at all or anything. So what you do is you buy a bunch of cheap foods like apples or waters, and then you could put in the chat trading 18 apples for any pet. Here, I'll put a little example on the screen. If you say something like this, it'll help because when you capitalize the apples and the any pet, it helps people to know that you could do basically anything and you're not gonna be like, oh, sorry, I don't want that pet, basically. So this one is definitely safe and I highly recommend this. And if you are not getting good offers, always switch servers. If a server's not working out for you, then don't just stay in it. What I usually do is I'll set a 15-minute timer, and if I'm not getting any good trades in that server, then I'll server hop. But yeah, just don't stay in the same server. And if you're really not getting any trades, then you can directly trade people, but be very polite about it. That'll usually make people nicer. Like say like, hi, I'm so sorry, I just got hacked. I was wondering if I could offer for any pets or something like that. But don't beg, it usually does not work. And also, always be patient and don't underpay. And there's a lot of greedy traders in Adopt Me now that always expect overpays. And it's really hard, honestly. It takes time, and especially with greedy traders. But good trades are possible if you're patient. And I'll be honest, this is something I still need to work on too, because I tend to overpay for pets I want like a lot. One example is my Neon Unicorn Skittles. I severely overpaid for her. And it was a massive lose for me on AMVGG. And that's part of why my inventory isn't as strong as it could be. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. Now, section 4, sadly the last section is just some extra advice. So if you have some extra Robux on hand, trading stamps can be very helpful for you to get trades without having to spam in the chat. Again, if you have the extra Robux, or you can try trading for one. And also, if you're a very good builder, you should definitely invest in a magic door and build some houses because, well, since people are able to clone houses, they don't get as good offers. But if you build some really good houses, like cute core houses and coquette houses tend to be really trending right now. And sometimes even preppy houses. If you just build a bunch of houses that you know people will want, they can get really good offers, which is good if you're a good builder. Then tip 18, always participate in the events like the Sugarfest event, like the Mega Pupcake and the Candy Corn, all those Robux sets. People really want them. And honestly, events are just the best. Those are always the pets that are highest in value. Just always participate in events. And like my tip earlier in the video, where I was talking about trading pets as soon as they come out, especially with event pets, they always have a high release. Especially if they're 1,000 Robux pet, they can get very, very good offers in the very beginning of the event. Alright lovelies, that concludes the end of today's video. I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, please comment down below and consider subscribing and liking if you really enjoy my content. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!